In a startling breakthrough for prosecutors investigating potential collusion between Russia and the Donald Trump presidential campaign, former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn announced on Friday that he was cooperating with prosecutors and ready to testify about Russian contacts. After months of silence and invisibility, Flynn walked into a federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. on Friday morning and pleaded guilty to one count of lying to the FBI. The plea was part of a larger deal with special counsel Robert Mueller's team, and strikes at the heart of the Trump White House. The U.S. president was uncharacteristically mute as the spectacle played out. The White House canceled a planned photo shoot in the Oval Office with the Prime Minister of Libya. Flynn admitted that he lied in interviews with FBI agents shortly after the inauguration about conversations he had held with then-Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak concerning U.S. sanctions on Russia and other matters. Flynn further described a chain of communication within Trump's presidential transition team in which he received direction in December 2016 from a very senior transition official, unnamed in court documents, and consulted senior members of the team on what to say to Kislyak. Because Trump was not in power at the time, that plotting could expose those involved to charges of working with foreign governments to undermine U.S. policy. But the extent of Flynn's potential testimony in the Russia matter was unknown and could carry other legal hazards for the White House. Michael Flynn is the fourth Donald Trump aide to face criminal charges in the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election and any alleged collusion. Flynn has pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI, making false, fictitious, and fraudulent statements about his contacts with Russia. Flynn, as part of Trump's transition team between the November 2016 election and the January 2017 inauguration, had secret contact with the Russian ambassador on at least two topics: shaping U.S. and Russian policy on sanctions, and attempting to influence a UN vote about Israeli settlement building. Flynn is cooperating with investigators, and under the terms of his deal agreed to take polygraph lie detector tests and appear as a witness in all relevant cases. He admits that he discussed with another senior Trump transition official what he should say to the Russian ambassador Sergei Kislyak. At least two members of the Trump transition team were briefed by him after his contact with Kislyak. Flynn faces a maximum prison sentence of 6 months under the terms of his deal and a fine of up to $9,500. While new information reveals secret contact with the Russians, it does not shed light on whether the Trump campaign colluded with Russia's interference in the U.S. election. Flynn acknowledged wrongdoing for the first time in a statement on Friday. "It has been extraordinarily painful to endure these many months of false accusations of treason," Flynn said. "But I recognize that the actions I acknowledged in court today were wrong, and, through my faith in God, I am working to set things right."